Welcome back again to my channel Tutorials Hub Tally. This is Amitabh, your teacher. Accounting terms. A voucher is a document containing the details of a financial transaction. For example, a purchase invoice, a sales receipt, a petty cash docket, a bank interest statement, and so on. For every such transaction made, a voucher is used to enter the details into the ledgers to update the financial position of the company. This feature of Tally.erp9 will be used most often. Tally.erp9 follows the golden rule of accounting. Debit under real accounts is what comes in. Under personal accounts, debit the receiver. Under nominal accounts, debit means expenses and losses. In real accounts, credit means what goes out. In personal accounts, credit means the giver. In nominal accounts, credit means incomes and gains. Now let's talk about accounting vouchers. Tally.erp9 is pre-programmed with a variety of accounting vouchers, each designed to perform a different job. The standard accounting vouchers are Contra Voucher, Payment Voucher, Receipt Voucher, Journal Voucher, Sales Voucher, Credit Note Voucher, Purchase Voucher, Debit Note Voucher, Reversing Journals, and Memo Voucher. Please note all the available vouchers in Tally.erp9 except non-accounting vouchers can be marked optional if required. All the available vouchers in Tally.erp9 can be marked post-dated if required. You can alter these vouchers to suit your company and also create new ones. Stay with me to understand the function of each voucher type. Contra voucher means to withdraw money from bank for petty cash. In voucher entry mode, press F12, that is contra configuration, and set the following to yes. Skip the date field in create mode. Use credit or debit instead of to or by during entry. Warn on negative cash balance. Show ledger current balances. Show balances as on voucher date. To create Contra voucher, you need to go to the gateway of Tally. Select accounting vouchers. Then press F4 to do the required entries. Press Y or enter to accept the screen. Next is payment voucher. Means where a company settles a creditor's bill by check. To use a payment voucher to record an entry, you need to go to the gateway of Tally. Select accounting vouchers. Now press F5 to do the required entries. Press Y or enter to accept the screen. Payment in single entry mode. In voucher entry mode, use F12, that is payment configuration, and set use single entry mode for payment receipt contra to yes. The entry made in the single entry mode appears in the screen as shown. Press Y or enter to accept the screen. The advantage of a single entry mode is that You can select multiple debits or credits depending on the type of entry. Similarly, the transactions can be recorded in single entry mode even in receipt and contra vouchers.
Received voucher.
Means where the company receives a bank advice that the interest has been credited to its deposit account. To use a receipt voucher to record the entry, you need to go to the payment configuration first. Ensure that use single entry mode for payment receipt contra is set to no. Then you need to go to the gateway of Tally. Select accounting vouchers. Then press F6. The entry made appears as shown in the screen. Press Y or enter to accept the screen. Warn on negative cash balance. Tally.erp9 displays a warning if the cash balance is nil. When warn on negative cash balance is set to yes in the payment configuration. For example, a cash ledger account has no balance. A payment of rupees 4,500 towards telephone expenses is said to be made. In the process of making the payment, Tally.erp9 displays a warning at the time of accepting the entry. The entry made appears as shown in the screen. In addition to the warning, Tally.erp9 also displays the negative balance amount in red. Journal voucher. For example, the company has entered some expenditure on advertising as general office cost rather than recording the transaction in the separate ledger for advertising. Use the journal voucher to adjust the two accounts. You need to go to the gateway of Tally, select accounting vouchers, press F7 for the journal. The entry made appears as shown in the screen. Press Y or enter to accept the screen. Sales voucher. For example, a company sells software on credit. Use a sales voucher for making this entry. Go to the gateway of Tally, select accounting vouchers, press F8 for sales transaction. The entry made appears as shown in the screen. Press Y or enter to accept the screen. Credit note voucher. This voucher type is made available when the option use debit or credit note is set to yes in the accounting features option. For example, a customer returns stock that was incorrectly supplied. Use a credit note to record this entry. Go to the gateway of Tally, select accounting vouchers, press F8 for credit note entries. The entry made appears as shown in the screen. Press Y or enter to accept the screen. Purchase voucher. For example, a company buys computer parts on credit. Use a purchase voucher to record this entry. Go to the gateway of Tally, select accounting vouchers, press F9 for the purchase entry. The entry made appears as shown in the screen. Press Y or enter to accept the screen. Debit note voucher. This voucher type is made available when the option use debit or credit notes is set to yes in the features option. For example, a company returns damaged goods to a supplier. Use a debit note to record the entry. You need to go to the gateway of Tally. Select Accounting Vouchers. Press F9 for the debit note. The entry may appear as shown in the screen. Press Y or enter to accept the screen. Next, reversing journal voucher. Reversing journals are special journals that are automatically reversed after the date of the journal. They exist only for a day and are effective on the date of the reversing journal. This voucher type is available only if the feature use reversing journals and optional vouchers is set to yes in the features option. The entry made for this as shown in the screen. You need to go to the gateway of Tally, select Accounting Vouchers, press F10 for reversing journal. Please note, reversing journals are useful in scenario management. Next, memo vouchers. Memo voucher is a non-accounting voucher and the entries made using it will not affect your accounts. In other words, Tally.erp9 does not post these entries to ledgers, but stores them in a separate memo register. You can alter and convert a memo voucher into a regular voucher when you decide to bring the entry into your books. Memo vouchers are used for some purpose. Number 1. Making suspense payments. For example, the company gives an employee cash to buy office supplies, the exact nature and cost of which are unknown. You could have entered a voucher stating petty cash advance, a voucher to record the actual expenditure details when they are known, and another voucher to record the return of surplus cash. However, a simpler way is to enter a memo voucher when the cash is advanced and then turn it into a payment voucher for the actual amount spent when known. Number 2. Vouchers not verified at the time of entry. Sometimes it so happens that you do not understand the details of a voucher you are entering. In such cases, enter it as a memo voucher and amend it when you get the details. Number 3. Items given on approval. Usually, entries are made into the books only after a sales transaction is completed. Items given on approval can be tracked by using memo voucher. It can either be converted into a proper sales voucher or be deleted depending on the outcome. Optional voucher. This is another non-accounting voucher which is available only if the feature use reversing journals and optional vouchers is set to yes in the features option. It differs from the memo voucher in two respects. Number 1, it is not a voucher type since All the other voucher types can be marked as optional during a voucher entry. Number 2, you have the option to bring this voucher into your accounts temporarily and see its effect on financial reports. Any voucher type except non-accounting voucher can be designated as an optional voucher. Post-dated vouchers. Post-dated vouchers are ignored by Tally.erp9 until the date in question. This is useful for entering transactions that make place on a regular basis. For example, if you pay for something by installments, you can set up the payments in advance, and Tally.erp9 will only enter them in the ledgers as and when they fall due. A voucher is marked as post-dated while creating or altering it. Moving on to next, which is creating a new voucher type. ABC company wants to record bank and petty cash payments differently and needs two new voucher types to replace the predefined payment voucher. In order to do this, you need to create a bank payment voucher. Go to the gateway of Tally, select Accounts Info, select Voucher Types, then Create. Enter in the name section as bank payment. Select payment under type of voucher. Specify the default Tally.erp9 voucher whose functions the new voucher should copy. Abbreviations. Specify the abbreviation to denote the new voucher in reports. You can choose one of the mentioned methods for numbering from the pop-up. Automatic. For Tally.erp9 to do it for you. Manual. You do it. You can also specify if you wish to prevent duplicates. None. To disable numbering for this voucher type. Use advanced configuration. Keep that no. Use effective dates for vouchers. Keep that no. Make optional as default. Keep that no. This is to set the voucher type as an optional voucher by default. Use common narration. Set it yes. Narrations for each entry. Set it no. Print after saving voucher. Set it no. Name of class. You can skip that. The voucher date is taken from the current date mentioned at the gateway of Tally.erp9. However, the effective date for the voucher may be different. For example, entering a post-dated check. Tally.erp9 displays the narration field which applies to the whole voucher. By setting use common narration option to no, we can have separate narration fields for each line on the voucher. Reversing journals are used for scenario management. The name of class field enables creation of voucher classes for the respective voucher types. The voucher class is a template to customize voucher data entry. A bank payment voucher type creation screen may appear as shown in the screen. Press Y or enter to accept the screen. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching my videos. Keep supporting me like this. Please share my videos with your nearest one. And don't forget to subscribe my channel to get the regular updates. You can click on the info card to watch my previous videos, or you can click on the playlist from info card to know elaborately.